Hey Taurus, welcome to your tarot reading. If you're new, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. Either way, thank you so very much for being here and thank you for sharing your energy with me. I really do appreciate it. I'm going to pull a traditional Celtic cross spread. Whatever message comes out is what the collective needs to hear right now. I have set that intention with my guides and with this deck. So if you are here because this is in your feed, then this message is for you. And if you are here because of the title, then this message is definitely for you. So let's get into the tarot and see what Spirit has for you. I also have an oracle deck that we will pull from at the end to get any additional messages. Be sure and like the video, leave a comment if you feel called to do so, and definitely subscribe if you like the messages. All the interaction really helps my channel to grow, but it also pushes the videos out for other people to see as well. So I really appreciate you guys doing that. On the bottom of the deck, we have this Ace of Pentacles. So the Ace of Pentacles is a gift from Spirit. The aces are always gifts, right? And it's up to us to take that gift and move forward. So the Ace of Pentacles is a stable new beginning. This is about money, resources, whatever abundance is for you, right? It doesn't even have to just be money. But generally, the Pentacles are about like 3D material possessions, right? So this could be about a house, it could be about a job, it could be about money. It could just be in stability in general, right? Like mental stability, financial stability, whatever that is for you. But this is like a new beginning that is trying to come through for you and is trying to unfold for you. So just be open to this gift that's trying to come to you from Spirit here. The situation is the Hanged Man. And the Hanged Man is like surrendering, it's being at a pause, right? And it's also like being at a pause for a reason, right? So Spirit always, not always, but often has us at a pause so that we can reflect, so that we can, go within and see things differently, see things from a different perspective here. So I feel like maybe there is some kind of waiting, or it feels like things may be stagnant, right? Because with the Hanged Man, things are a little stalled out, right? They're not moving forward. So I feel like things may just be kind of at a standstill here right now for a reason. The blockage is the Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is about planting a seed and then being patient and watching things grow, right? So whether this is a relationship or a job, it could just be like in your spirituality. Again, it's a general reading, so you take it how it resonates for you. But this is like planting a seed and then watching this garden around you grow, right? Like waiting for the fruits of your labor to pay off. You have put in all of this work, you've put in all of this energy, and you've tended to all of this knowing that it will be abundant and things will come to fruition. So it's also about like looking at things and wondering if it's worth putting in the effort, right? If you're pouring all this energy into something and you're not getting anything out of it, I feel like this is needing to be patient. There could be like this feeling of impatience, or things just aren't coming to fruition like you wanted them to. It's probably an internal resistance, right, to this divine timing down here. But I feel like there is a need to be patient. Maybe you're feeling a little impatient right now, and I feel like it's maybe just a mindset that needs a little bit of adjustment to kind of get you back on track. The root cause of this situation and this blockage is the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is divine timing. It's things turning in your favor and cycles changing, right? So this literally is the divine timing card, but it's like changes and cycles. So I feel like there is a pause right now because you're ending some sort of cycle in order to go into a new beginning, right? And there are things to be learned in the cycles that we're in, whether you feel like you're learning anything or not, right? Like there's always a lesson to be learned when you're in stagnation. It's the divine holding you back for a reason. And, our lives go in cycles, right? Like this wheel. and they keep turning. The cycles do in our lives, and you have to complete one entire cycle before you can move to the next cycle. Because if you don't close out a cycle, then you're going to take that with you, and that's not good for anybody, right? So it's just a need to kind of sit in this pause, sit in this energy, and realize that things are turning in divine timing. Things are moving behind the scenes, right? Just because you can't see something doesn't mean it's not moving. And I realize that that's super frustrating. When you're trying to move into a new beginning, you just want it to happen, right? Like you want to see tangible evidence that things are growing, that things are moving forward. And I feel like maybe there is some frustration here, and I need to be patient because things are stagnant, and it's because the divine is working behind the scenes here, right? So you have the Three of Swords here in what is affecting this present situation, and I feel like there's healing that is taking place. The Three of Swords is about loss, it is about grief. It is some kind of like heartbreak here, right? Whether you think that affected you or not, it clearly does, right? Every loss, every little bit of heartbreak that we go through, sadness, needs to be healed before we can move into a new cycle, right? So this can be in a relationship. You need to heal your heart from one relationship before you can move into another one, right? This is a need to heal childhood wounds before you can really embrace stability. You can't feel safe and comfortable when you're constantly on edge and you're thinking about the past. Well, what if this happens? What if that happens? Right. And I feel like this is really just calling you to sit in this healing and realize that you are in this situation for a reason, right? And I realize that that's so hard to look at, especially when you're like stalled out in something and you want this new beginning. That's a really tough energy to be in. I completely understand that. I've been there several times in my life. I just feel like it's a need to really sit in this energy and heal whatever this is, right? There's obviously some kind of underlying healing that needs to take place. And maybe you're not, that may be subconscious, right? Maybe you're not even realizing that something is still affecting you. And that's where shadow work is very important. So, the message from your higher self or from your spirit guides is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is options, it's choices. Like, this person is, what they call spoiled for choice, right? They have all of these possibilities, and making sure that you understand these choices and you have a solid plan before you act on your emotions here, again with the healing, and not taking that into your next phase here, this next cycle that you're moving into. Try not to be disillusioned by things, right? It's like the dreams you have that have not yet materialized, right? So clearly you're at a pause because you're healing something and you're needing to move through this cycle. And this is really just it's energetic, right? Like you're manifesting, you're calling in this new stable beginning here, and you're moving through this previous cycle that you have been in, right? That energy needs to close out and heal before you can move into the next phase. And before all of that can come into existence, you have to close out that last chapter, right? So this is like all of those possibilities. Like, what do you want in your future, right? And then really needing to focus on one thing at a time. Sit with your dreams, and that's probably why you're at this pause, right? Take the time to sit with it and visualize them. Do meditation, use your spiritual practice in order to make this decision, and make sure that you're choosing it from your heart and that it's what you really want, right? Because you're being presented with all these new opportunities. What do you want your next cycle to look like, right? If you don't heal it, you're going to repeat a pattern, right? That's why we repeat cycles. So really needing to decide what it is you want to take with you into your next chapter. In the immediate future, we have the Ace of Wands. I absolutely love that. I mean, you have two aces here. So the Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning. This is like maybe a creative adventure. It is inspiration, creativity. Again, it's a gift from the divine, right? So being open to the new possibilities. If you have all of these choices and you're open to them, then you can move them into this new cycle, right? So there's definitely like a new beginning trying to come through here. And it's like inspiration, like finding that spark for life again, right? It could also mean travel. So you could be traveling in the near future. If you are planning a trip or you're wanting to take a trip, this could be about traveling, a new opportunity to travel. But it's some kind of new, like either creative or, you know, some kind of new adventure for you. And your thoughts and feelings, we have the high priestess. So the high priestess is that inner knowledge, right? She is very intuitive. She trusts her intuition. She has that inner knowing, and I'm trying to think of like what, like you're probably feeling very intuitive, right? Very connected, trusting in your intuition to guide you, and connecting to the divine in order to move through this process, right? So again, if you've felt like things are kind of stuck or stalled out here with that hanged man and you're growing a little impatient, this is you really relying on your intuition to know that it's happening for a reason, right? This is you um, feeling very connected to the divine, right? If you've been feeling disconnected, again, meditate and really try to work on that connection with your inner self, your inner knowing, and your spirituality here. Focus on your spiritual practice. So the influence around you and in your environment is the star card. And I absolutely love that energy. So the star is about, again, alchemizing the energy, working with the energy. And it's like this renewal of hope after a period of stagnation and healing, right? Maybe this heartbreak is recent and that's what you're trying to heal from before you move into that next cycle, right? This doesn't even have to be something from the past. It can be pretty recent. But, the star is about that hope and again healing. So this is like a very healing energy. See, she is like very connected to the vine, but she's still very grounded. So this is that higher self connection again, and then alchemizing, flowing. See how she is like this energy is flowing through her from the divine down to the ground. So it's about staying grounded but also staying connected to the divine. um and this is after a time of pain. You had that 3 of Swords there, and this is here to lift your spirits, right? And to really kind of work with that healing energy in your body, mind, and your spirit. So, again, like that youthful, hopeful kind of energy and divine inspiration flowing through you, and then working with the lessons that have been learned here, right? In order to integrate them in so that you can carry them into your future, into this new beginning here. Because again, you don't want to repeat a cycle, right? And if we heal from it, I mean, you're never 100% healed, right? It's a journey, right? The spiritual journey is that. It's a lifelong journey. You're never going to completely heal from things, but you want to heal enough to where you can move into the next cycle and not have these things kind of like hanging over you or bringing you down in this new cycle. This is like some kind of new adventure, or you're traveling, you want to be light and happy. You don't want to have like all of these negative thoughts and all of this negative healing, right? You don't want to take that with you into the new. You want to be happy and vivacious and full of energy. So, with your hopes and fears, we have the Page of Cups, and the pages are like a newer energy, right? Again, that's kind of like inner child type of energy. It's about love, playfulness, emotional intelligence, and it's also about like being open to new emotional experiences, right? So, if you're healing from some kind of heartache from a relationship, you're probably very hopeful for a new relationship, right? That Page of Cups. Like that fresh new energy and wanting new love to come into you. And then, if this is a creative project, because again, cups can be about our emotions, and it can be about our intuition and our creativity. You may be hoping to get in touch more with your inner child or your intuition, right? And you can do that really well with your inner child. Like connecting with your inner child will kind of help open you to your intuition. Maybe it's an inner child wound that you're healing here from childhood, and closing that out before you move into this whole new adventure, right? Again, it'll be different for each of you, but again, that Page of Cups is just that young, fresh energy. You're probably hoping for new love or some kind of new, like being open to new information from spirit, like your intuition. The potential outcome here is the Death card, and that is an ending, a transformation. So there is definitely an ending to a cycle coming in here, right? This Wheel of Fortune is all about ending cycles. But the Death card is an ending and a new beginning, and then transformation through that, and closing out cycles, and then releasing things in order to go through some kind of rebirth, right? So I feel like you are releasing something here. You are definitely healing from something and then releasing this, potentially just leaving it behind, right? And moving into a whole new cycle here, which I really love. And again, this healing can be different for each of you. Could be childhood wounds, could be just a recent relationship that you've gotten out of, right? So, with the Death card, it is about transformation of the self, and it's letting go of old patterns, behaviors, and it's creating space for that new, and then forcing you to release that past, right? That could be that healing. Like, this is really pushing you to release whatever it is that is holding you back, and opening up to new opportunities, new creativity, your intuition, right? Because the possibilities are endless. You have that 7 of Cups. Like, you have 2 aces in the 7 of Cups. Like, the possibilities are endless here, right? And it's just needing to trust your intuition and find that youthful energy here. But I absolutely love that this is your potential outcome, because as hard as endings can be, they do open for new beginnings, right? Because every ending has a new beginning. It's just needing to release old thought patterns, beliefs. Again, this could be a childhood, something that was ingrained to you, like you weren't good enough, right? And now here you are with this new stable opportunity. And again, if you don't heal that, it's going to affect that new opportunity. And I feel like this is just you releasing that worry and releasing anything that's not going to serve you in this next cycle and in this next chapter. I really love this. I think this is an amazing transformational time for you guys. So what do they not see coming, Spirit? What's Taurus not see coming? Amazing. Yeah. So there could be something with family here. You have the 10 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 8 of Swords. So this could be potentially like family beliefs, and you kind of like setting a boundary and freeing yourself from the limiting beliefs that have been holding you back, right? This, again, with the 10 of Pentacles, can be about family, legacy, belief systems that were instilled to us in childhood, right? Whether this is religion, or maybe it's about money, right? Like, money doesn't grow on trees. How do you expect to do, like, start this business? You can't do that, right? It's that mindset and holding yourself back and repeating patterns. And Spirit is calling you to end that. Don't take that mindset with you into this new cycle, because it's not going to serve you, right? Like, they're handing you this gift and this whole new opportunity, and you don't want this mindset with you. This is really kind of standing up for yourself and your beliefs, and then keeping a boundary, freeing yourself from the limitations that have set you back so far. This is profound. I have goosebumps all over. Like, this is an amazing message for you guys. It probably has not been easy for you. I mean, you've probably just been like really growing really impatient here, because things feel like they're not moving forward. But that's because they're moving behind the scenes, right? And healing is very hard. It's not linear. Like, it's not like you go from step 1 to step 10 like that, right? Like, it takes time, and you may do step 1 through 4 and then you fall back to step 2, right? Like this with childhood. Maybe this is kind of like a step back for you, and it's frustrating, but once you release this, that's what's going to open you up to these new beginnings. In my experience, that has happened. And I have goosebumps again. Like, this is an amazing message for you guys. You're ending a huge cycle here and completely releasing and transforming your life. That's amazing. So what advice do you have for Taurus? Outstanding. You have the Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Strength card. Definitely, be assertive, go after your passions, take action towards whatever you're passionate about here, right? These new beginnings, whatever this Ace of Wands is for you. If this is a new business, if this is a new spiritual practice, if this is new friend groups, if this is a new love, whatever that is for you, like, take inspired action here after what you're passionate about, and then be open to the possibilities, be open to these new opportunities. The Page of Pentacles is, again, new love, new business, new promotion. And then the Strength is about overcoming those obstacles and finding that inner confidence to blast through these obstacles, right? Like, old belief systems are not easy to break through. That is a very difficult thing to kind of sit with and release and heal from. I've done that myself, right? And I still have things that come up from time to time, but this is just to keep moving forward and following your passions, take that action, and be open to the possibilities, because you have the strength to do this and you are overcoming these obstacles, right? Like, believe in yourself here and maybe kind of get that spark back that you've lost in, like, sitting in this energy. That's hard too when you're trying to heal. It's not easy energy. But I love this for you. Like, I feel like this is really going to just kind of open up your whole world here. A new stable beginning, a new adventure. I mean, you could be moving across country and starting your own online business, right? Like, whatever this is for you, I just feel like it's really opening up the possibilities once you release some kind of, I feel like this is something from childhood, but it doesn't have to be. This can be, a recent relationship. But is that a pattern that you've had since childhood, right? Like, having to submit to people or having to, emotionally unavailable people. Was that instilled in you in childhood, right? Like, again, general reading, so you take it how it resonates. But I definitely feel like you're overcoming that for sure. Releasing and freeing yourself from whatever limiting beliefs you've been holding on to, because you've really worked to heal this. I mean, you have the Three of Swords and the Star card here. So you have choice. You're being asked to make a choice that you've been struggling with. It's time to decide which path you're going to take. Listen to your intuition, eliminate everyone else's input, and feel your way into the choice that's right for you. The time is now. Did I not say that? Like, you're spoiled for choice, and trust your intuition. That's literally in the tarot right here. Seven of Cups is about choices, options. High Priestess is about trusting your intuition. Take a chance. It's time to step outside your comfort zone. The world is waiting for you to take a chance. When you do, you'll be rewarded with newfound confidence and enthusiasm, and will begin to attract new results. Again, that passionate, enthusiastic, and the strength, right? Being open to new opportunities. I love when these match up with the tarot. Like, it's just kind of that little confirmation that, you're on the right path and you've got this. Fresh start. You're being given the opportunity to begin again. Allow yourself to embrace this new life and open up fully to this gift that you've been given. Love that. We have two aces here, right? This brand new start and then some kind of ending down here. That's pretty amazing. I mean, you have a few major arcana, so it's kind of a big deal. But it's just about releasing and letting go, and then, opening up to this fresh start, this whole new beginning. I mean, you could be moving, like, again, and then having like some kind of stable new beginning, starting a new job. Maybe you're moving across country, maybe you're moving out of the country, but there is like this whole new adventure, and it will be stable and grounded. It's just you taking this inspired action and really believing in yourself after some healing has taken place. So I really love this for you. I hope that message helped, and I will see you next time. Bye.